Christmas Day in English.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to Mr. Bo English Channel, where learning English is fun, easy, and real. I'm Anna.
And I'm Tom. On this channel, we help you practice real, everyday English, the kind you can actually use in your real life. If you enjoy learning with us, please hit that subscribe button and give this video a like. It helps us so much and lets us know you want more lessons like this.
Thank you. Today, we have a warm and fun topic. We're going to learn how to talk about Christmas Day in English, what we do, what we eat, and how we celebrate with the people we love. This topic is full of joy and beautiful memories, so I think it's going to be a cozy one.
So Tom, how are you today?
I'm feeling wonderful. Just talking about Christmas already makes me think of happy times and soft lights at home. There's something magical about this holiday. Even before Christmas arrives, people seem more cheerful, more patient, and kinder to each other. How about you?
I'm excellent, really good. And actually, your question reminds me of the weekend. What did you do? Anything special?
This weekend, I visited my parents. It was quiet but really nice. We just drank tea, talked slowly, and enjoyed being together. I love these peaceful weekends. They make me slow down and appreciate small things in life.
That sounds perfect. My weekend was not so calm. I cleaned my apartment from top to bottom. So much cleaning. I don't know how one person can create so much dust.
Oh no, but a clean home is a good feeling, right? Once everything is in order, you feel lighter.
Yes, exactly. Now I can finally relax. But tell me, are you ready for Christmas this year?
Not at all. I still have so many presents to buy. Every year I say I'll start early, and every year I'm shopping on December 24th. I guess last-minute shopping is part of my personal Christmas tradition.
Same here. I always say, this year will be different, but it never is. But maybe that's part of the excitement too, running around at the last minute with everyone else.
Okay, let's jump into Christmas Day itself. When you wake up on Christmas morning, what feels different for you?
The first thing is the quiet house. It's not an empty quiet, it's a happy, excited quiet. There's a special calm in the air. I can smell coffee because my dad always makes it early, and sometimes I smell cinnamon. That smell alone makes me feel like Christmas has truly arrived.
Cinnamon already makes me feel like Christmas.
Yes, my mom makes cinnamon rolls, so the whole house smells sweet and warm. It's amazing how a smell can bring back childhood memories. What about your house?
For me, it's the light. We have a special electric candle in the window that shines all night. When I wake up, the room has this soft, warm glow. It's cold outside, but inside it feels safe, cozy, and full of hope. That moment always makes me smile.
I love that feeling too. Cold outside, warm inside. I think that contrast is part of what makes Christmas morning special.
Do you wear special clothes on Christmas?
Oh yes, I always wear my big, cozy socks, the ones with reindeer on them, and a comfortable sweater. Sometimes I choose a really ugly Christmas sweater just for fun. It's silly, but it makes everyone laugh.
Ugly Christmas sweaters are the best. I have one with a big cat wearing a Santa hat. It's truly terrible, but I love it. People always ask me where I found it, and I say, it found me.
I would love to see that sweater.
After we wake up, my family all meets in the living room. We have one strict rule. No one is allowed to look at the presents until everyone is ready.
We have the same rule. We all have to wait together. It's so hard to wait, but it makes the moment special. The waiting builds the excitement.
Very true. So first we drink coffee or orange juice, we talk a little and move slowly. It's like we're building the excitement step by step. Then comes the big moment, opening the presents. In my family, the youngest person always opens the first gift.
So my little cousin starts. How is it in your family?
We take turns. One person chooses a gift and gives it to someone. We all watch that person open it. Then they pick a gift for someone else. It takes a long time, but it's beautiful because you see everyone's happy face.
That's a lovely tradition for us too. The reaction is the best part.
Do you always say thank you in a special way?
Yes, we always say thank you. Even if it's something small, the thought is what matters.
Even if we don't totally love the present, it's still kind. you say thank you for the thought.
Exactly. What was your best Christmas present ever?
One year, my parents gave me a bicycle. It was red and shiny, and I was 10 years old. I still remember that feeling of pure joy. I felt like I could ride anywhere in the world.
That sounds amazing. What about a funny or bad present?
Oh dear. One year, my aunt gave me 10 pairs of the exact same gray socks. Very practical, but very boring.
That's great. In my family, my uncle gives everyone the same present every year, a calendar with pictures of his dog.
No way!
Yes, every single year. Now we have a whole collection. It became a funny family tradition.
After all the presents are opened and the excitement settles a little, it's time to prepare the big Christmas meal. Do you help in the kitchen, Tom?
I try to help, but my mother says I'm not a very good helper. I always eat the cheese before it reaches the table.
So you are a snack helper, not a cooking helper.
Exactly. Every year I tell myself I will behave, and every year I fail. My official job is to set the table. I put out the plates, forks, knives, and the special Christmas napkins we only use once a year. It's simple, but important.
That's a nice job. I help with the vegetables. I peel potatoes and carrots. It's simple, a little boring, but it's a good moment to talk quietly with my mom. Somehow, those small conversations become warm memories.
That sounds perfect. Do you listen to music while cooking?
Always. Christmas songs play on the radio, we sing along, sometimes off-key, and sometimes we dance. Even the dog walks around confused because he thinks we are playing with him.
My dad loves to dance with the turkey. He holds the roasting pan like it's a dance partner and spins around. It's hilarious.
I would pay to see that. While the food cooks, the whole house fills with amazing smells. The mix of turkey, cinnamon, herbs, and vegetables makes you instantly hungry, even if you just ate breakfast.
What do you do before eating?
Sometimes we walk outside. The air is cold and fresh, the streets are quiet, and everything feels peaceful. Other times, we play simple games with the children. They usually win because they cheat with very cute smiles.
At our house, we watch a Christmas movie in the morning, something funny that everyone enjoys. Sometimes it's an old movie we've seen many times, but it still makes us laugh.
How do you know when the big moment arrives?
My mother shouts loudly, "Dinner is ready!" Her voice is so full of excitement that everyone drops what they're doing.
My dad rings a small bell, a clear, gentle sound. But even though the sound is gentle, everyone runs to the dining room. I guess Christmas food has magic.
Then we all sit down together. Do you say anything before eating?
Yes, we hold hands and someone says a short thank you for the food and for the family. Then we say, "Enjoy your meal." It's a simple moment, but it makes the meal feel special.
We do something similar. It reminds us to be grateful.
And then the eating begins. You mentioned turkey, potatoes, and sprouts. What's your favorite thing on the plate?
The stuffing. It's my absolute favorite. Bread, herbs, onion, mixed together and cooked inside the turkey. So flavorful, so comforting.
Stuffing is delicious. I love the roasted potatoes that are crispy on the outside and soft inside. When you add gravy, they become perfect.
Oh yes, the crispy potatoes. And of course, gravy. You must have gravy with everything.
Of course. Do you have any special drinks?
The adults sometimes have wine. The children always get sparkling apple juice. It feels fancy and festive, like they're celebrating too.
What about your family? My grandfather makes a special warm punch with fruit juice and spices. It tastes like Christmas in a cup, sweet, warm, and full of cinnamon and orange.
That sounds wonderful. Now, here comes the classic problem. Eyes bigger than stomach, meaning you take too much food because everything looks amazing, but your stomach can't handle it all.
Exactly. That happens to me every single year. But even when we are full, we still save space for dessert. Dessert is essential, not optional.
You mentioned Christmas pudding. In my house, we sometimes have pumpkin pie or a big chocolate log cake.
We have the log cake too. Chocolate, cream, and a soft sponge, so good. After dessert, everyone is so full we can hardly move. We walk like sleepy bears.
Same here. We slowly walk to the living room like sleepy animals. The room is usually dark except for the Christmas tree lights glowing softly. It feels magical.
That's exactly how it is for us. Sometimes we just sit there, quietly watching the lights. Nobody talks much. We're too full, too warm, too happy. It's a perfect moment of stillness.
And then someone always falls asleep on the sofa, usually my dad. He snores just a little.
My granddad does the same. He says he's resting his eyes, but he's definitely sleeping.
After we rest, we sometimes play a board game or a card game, something simple and fun. In my family, Uno is very popular. It always becomes competitive, especially when someone shouts Uno too early.
At my house, we often start a big jigsaw puzzle. We work on it for days after Christmas. It's calm, peaceful, and a nice way to spend time without rushing.
Do you call family who live far away?
Yes, we make video calls. We have an uncle in Australia. It's summer for him, so he's always at the beach on Christmas Day. He shows us the ocean while we sit inside wearing sweaters.
Wow, beach Christmas. That's wild. We call my cousin in Scotland. It's freezing there, just like here. It's lovely to see their faces and hear their stories.
Do you give presents to people outside your family?
Yes, to friends, and sometimes we give small gifts to our postmen or people at the local shop just to say thank you. It's a simple gesture, but it spreads joy.
That's kind. What about charity? Helping people in need is a big part of Christmas.
Absolutely. My family often donates food or money. It feels right to share and spread kindness, especially during the holidays.
Do you go to church on Christmas?
Some years we go to the midnight service. Candlelight, quiet music, beautiful atmosphere. On Christmas Day, we sometimes go in the morning too.
We often go in the morning. I love the songs. Silent Night is my favorite.
It's a beautiful song. When everyone sings together, it feels peaceful, almost magical.
Now, let's talk about decorations, one of my favorite parts of Christmas. You have a tree at home, right? What's on it?
We have a mix of old and new decorations. Some are from my childhood, like a tiny paper angel I made in school. We also have shiny balls, soft lights, and a big angel on top.
That sounds beautiful. We have a star on top of our tree and lots of tinsel, the shiny string that reflects the light. When the lights sparkle on it, the whole tree looks magical.
I love tinsel. Do you decorate the outside of your house too?
Yes, we put lights around the door and windows, and we hang a big wreath on the front door, a circle of leaves and pine cones. It makes the entrance feel warm and welcoming.
Very festive. In the week before Christmas, do you do any special activities?
Yes, many. One of our favorite things is going to a Christmas market. They sell hot drinks, small gifts, sweet snacks, and handmade decorations. It's cold outside, but walking around together feels warm because everyone is smiling. People wear scarves, hats, and gloves, and carry little paper cups with hot chocolate or mulled wine.
That sounds lovely. What do you usually buy?
Usually nothing big, maybe a small wooden ornament or a handmade candle, but the best part is the atmosphere. The music, the lights, the smell of fresh waffles, it all feels like a small Christmas world.
We sometimes go carol singing in our neighborhood. We sing Christmas songs, often to raise money for charity. It's simple but meaningful. People open their doors, listen, smile, and sometimes even sing along.
That sounds wonderful. Do you have a favorite carol?
Probably Jingle Bells. It's cheerful and easy for kids to sing. What about you?
Silent Night for sure. It's soft and peaceful, and everyone knows the melody.
Do you bake Christmas cookies?
Always. It's one of my favorite traditions. We bake sugar cookies and decorate them with icing. They look terrible sometimes, very messy with icing running everywhere, but they taste amazing. And decorating them is fun, even if the cookies look like they've had a rough day.
I'm sure they look better than you think.
Maybe, but even the ugly cookies disappear first. I think people like them because they know love and a little chaos went into making them.
In our house, we also bake gingerbread. The smell fills the whole kitchen with warmth. Sometimes we build a gingerbread house, but it normally collapses before we finish.
That's true Christmas spirit, trying, laughing, and eating the broken pieces. Another tradition, do you watch the King's Speech?
My grandparents never miss it. They watch it every year at 3 p.m. It's their tradition. They sit on the sofa, very straight, like they are part of something official.
Do you enjoy it?
Well, I respect it, but it's not my favorite. What about you?
We don't watch the speech. Our tradition is to watch the same Christmas movie every year.
Which movie?
Home Alone, the little boy defending his house. No matter how many times we watch it, we always laugh.
A true classic. When he screams with the aftershave on his face, that moment never gets old.
My dad laughs so loudly at that part that the neighbors probably hear him.
Now, what about the day after Christmas, Boxing Day?
Boxing Day is for relaxing, we eat leftovers, watch more movies, and sometimes visit relatives. Leftover turkey sandwiches are the best, simple but delicious.
Same here. We also go for a long walk if the weather is okay. It helps after eating so much the day before. The streets are quiet and the air feels fresh and clean.
It's like the world is taking a deep breath. So, for our learners, let's make it simple. Christmas Day is about family, food, decorations, gifts, and traditions.
Yes, and remember, every family celebrates a little differently. There is no perfect or correct way.
Exactly. If someone asks, "How was your Christmas?" you can give a simple answer.
It was lovely. We had a big dinner with my family. Or, it was quiet but nice. We talked on the phone and exchanged gifts. Now, let's pretend. Anna, how was your Christmas?
It was wonderful. My family gathered at my sister's house. The children were so excited about Santa Claus. We had a big lunch, then they played with their new toys. In the evening, we watched a film together. I was tired but very happy.
That sounds perfect. My Christmas was warm and simple. We exchanged gifts in the morning, my mother cooked a huge turkey, and in the afternoon we relaxed and played games.
Now, let's review some useful vocabulary to help our learners talk about Christmas better. First word, celebrate.
To celebrate means to do something special for a happy event. For example, we celebrate Christmas with a big family dinner. Tom, next word, preparations. Preparations are the things you do to get ready for Christmas. Buying gifts, decorating the tree, cooking food.
Example, my mother prepares the big meal.
Anna, another fun word, stocking.
A Christmas stocking is a big decorative sock you hang by the fireplace. On Christmas morning, it's filled with small gifts and candy.
Tom, those small gifts are called stocking stuffers. Example, I got chocolate and pencils as stocking stuffers.
A rich word for food, feast.
A feast is a very large, special meal.
Example, we have a Christmas feast every year.
A useful phrase, look forward to.
It means to feel excited about something in the future.
Example, I look forward to Christmas every year.
Another important word, exchange.
To exchange gifts means to give and receive presents with someone. Tom, and gather. Gather means to come together. Example, my family gathers at my grandmother's house every Christmas.
Anna, a beautiful decoration word, ornaments.
These are small objects you hang on the Christmas tree. And finally, tradition. A tradition is something your family does every year, big or small.
Here's an example using many of those words. In my family, we gather for a Christmas celebration that starts with preparations for a huge feast. We exchange gifts and fill our stockings with small stuffers. I always look forward to it.
That was perfect.
Viewers, try using one or two of these words in a sentence. Practice makes progress.
Write your sentence in the comments. We'd love to read them.
Anna, today we talked about Christmas morning, opening presents, the feast, traditions, games, movies, calling family, and helping people in need.
Now, if someone asks, what did you do for Christmas? You have many ideas to answer confidently.
Question of the day. What is one holiday tradition that you love? It can be from Christmas, New Year, or any celebration.
Write your answer in the comments.
Be patient, be proud, and keep practicing every day.
We wish you a beautiful holiday season filled with warmth, joy, and peace.
Thank you for watching.
Both. See you in the next video.